Today we are going to be building a house in The Sims 4 Growing Together that is suited to every life stage in The Sims 4. So that means we're going to have bedrooms for infants, toddlers, children, teens, young adults, adults, and elders in this house. They all have to be able to have a place to sleep. So that is our goal for today. And I actually filmed this back when I had early access for Growing Together. So I will just let you guys know my name's going to be darting around the screen, but that's just because it was an early access. And thanks to EA for giving me early access back then to review the pack as well. And if you'd like to see more builds, a let's play, gameplay of Growing Together, or any other Sim stuff, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I have so many videos on Sims and live streams coming out too. So the first thing I did for this house was think about what kind of house I wanted it to be. I really wanted it to be like a magical family home that you might see in a movie and everyone would be like, wow, that's the perfect home. So it is very by the book, perfect. It is a fusion of both traditional and modern, which I notice a lot of, I guess, homes in Hallmark films or American films are. They're like traditional but fresh. So I was trying to go for that mood as well. And I am building on a lot in San Sequoia, the new world, which came with Growing Together. And this lot is an empty lot. So if you do have Growing Together and you want to put a house on one of the blank lots, you can download this and throw it straight into your game. My username is Deligracy on the gallery, and hopefully I've remembered to upload this. And the other thing is it only uses base game and Growing Together, so there's no other packs included in this, because I did film this when I had early access, and that is literally only Growing Together and base game. So I went to Google Images and I was just looking at traditional suburban homes, and usually I have something on my screen of a picture that's inspiration, and I kind of go from that with the facade, or as I like to call it, the facade. And yeah, we go from there. My camera is really struggling to focus at the moment. There we go. So yeah, we just kind of went for it, inspired by Google Images, suburban houses. And then of course that only really helps with the facade, and the rest of it, I just go for it. I just kind of make up the back of the house, make it kind of look pretty. And of course the floor plan is always very tricky. And that's why sometimes I like to do the floor plan before building the exterior, if that makes sense. Like I'll kind of place furniture and just make it make sense on the interior and then make the outside look okay. But sometimes when you want to really have that amazing, beautiful family home, it's all about the exterior first, and you want to make it look as great as possible from the outside, and then you're like, oh no, I have to actually make the interior make sense. So this one was a real struggle to get the interior to work, especially because I had 6 bedrooms to build, because we have a main bedroom for the adults, and then we have an elders room, a toddler's area. The infant is in with the main bedroom, so that wasn't too bad, but had to make the main bedroom a little bit bigger. Then we have the children's room with a bunk bed, the teen room, and then last of all, a young adult's room. So that's 6 bedrooms in total to fit into this house. I didn't want to make it look like a complete crazy mansion, because I want it to still have somewhat of a realistic family home vibe. Although let me tell you, if you lived in this house in Australia, it is basically a mansion, because this would be so expensive in Australia to live in. Yeah, wow. It's a big house, what can I say? But in a movie, in a Hallmark movie, everyone lives in big, massive houses, because it doesn't matter in a movie, does it? It's just about the fantasy. So we don't have to worry about that in The Sims. So then there's also, I think, 4 or 5 bathrooms. The main bedroom will have an ensuite. The elders room will have an ensuite. The elders are going to be on the lower floor. I made the mistake of putting elders upstairs a few builds ago, and you guys were like, I don't know if they're going to like that staircase. We don't have working elevators in The Sims. So I thought, yeah, good point. So they're on the ground floor. They don't have to go up all the stairs. And it's nice they have a bathroom for easy access as well. I wish we had railings to put in the bathrooms for the elders too, and like a big elders toilet seat. That would be great. I suppose we could have done the bidet. I only just thought of that. And yeah, on the exterior of the house, we're using the new wallpaper from Growing Together, the Craftsman kind of stone look. And then the wood siding is just base game, gray, neutral. It would also look really good if you chose a different swatch and made it red or yellow. We will have a bright yellow door, I think, by the end. I mess around with a red door for a little while, but I think it ends up being yellow. So that adds a kick of color, a color kick. And then we have a foundation that matches the wallpaper as well. And then these are all new windows from the pack too, which were so nice to use. It's always great when we get those really bright white finishes, because back in the day, the white swatches on things were not actually that bright white color. They were kind of more gray. So it's really nice to have those swatches now. And we're also going to be using one of the new wallpapers on the interior that's actually a white siding for the, probably more so the exterior of the house, but the white swatch is so good on the interior, you guys. It is like the cats and dogs siding that's horizontal that I always use. It's like that, but vertical. It is perfect. So we're definitely going to have a lot of fun with that. This is the exterior of the house, all finished. The floor plan I also went ahead and did off camera because it took me about a year to do, and had I put that in as 200 speed, we would have been whizzing around and it would have taken 10 minutes of the video. This floor plan was so hard. You guys don't even know, but it works now. I think looking back on it, I wish I put the lounge room in the middle of the house, because it's actually like at the left back of the house. And when you're playing Sims, it's really handy if you have the lounge room in a more central location, just so your Sims don't have to walk that far to get to it. So I'm like, I wish I did that differently. And you know, I could go back and change it, but the thing is, I know when I show you guys the build, some of you will prefer this floor plan, so I don't want to change it now, because then, you know what I mean? But I recommend, if you want to have a crack at building, or if you're good with building, you could literally pick up the lounge room and place it in a more central location in the home and just kind of build around it and make it look pretty. I also love that there's this butler's pantry behind the kitchen. And my idea for this was that if you have the laundry day stuff pack, you could put the laundry items in the butler's pantry. So it's actually like a butler's laundry, pantry laundry. And that's really great for family gameplay, because then you can have the washing line and do all the washing and really get into that domestic gameplay, which I know I love. So I thought that was cool. I also love these tiles, the wall tiles and the matching flooring, although I'm using a slightly different swatch. I like when the swatches are a little different, especially when the floor tiles match the grout in the wall tile. So it's like white with white grout on the wall tile, and then you have the color as well. Fun fact about those matching tiles and the wallpaper, when I was building for this pack, because I actually did build 3 houses in the world. A lot of you guys already know that, but in case there's any newbies, I was asked to do that, which was very cool. I have I have a video on each build I did. You guys can check that out if you want to. But I was building one of those houses, and I found that new wallpaper with the tiling and the herringbone pattern. And I was like, I really would love to have a matching floor tile. And so I suggested to them it would be really cool if there was a matching floor tile. And I did not think they would actually go ahead and make a matching floor tile in time for when the pack went out. So there is a matching floor tile. So good. Because I've been really wishing and hoping for that floor tile as well. These flowers are quite nice. I love this fireplace. It reminds me just a little bit of Parenthood, the fireplace in the light timber, but it's quite different. It's just got that nice family traditional feel to it. So I feel like I'm going to use that fireplace a lot. And I love the coffee table too. It's got a bit of a vintage feel. There's also a few mid-century modern items in the house too, or in the pack as well. And that involves the lighting, a few of these bookshelves, what else? Some of the side tables, and it's quite a nice mix to mix traditional with that more trendy mid-century look, with all the gold accents or metal accents. And then the wallpaper is just all base game. I am absolutely hanging out for more wallpapers, just plain wallpapers. I just want more swatches, because I'm almost at a point where I'm like, what if I selected colors that would be really great as wallpapers, put them next to the wallpapers, and put them in a PDF document and was like, here to The Sims. If you ever feel like adding these, please feel free to. Because I really, 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 really would love more colored basic wallpapers. These are new curtains. They have pom-poms on them, which is pretty cute. And this is the main bedroom, and that's the horizontal siding I was telling you about, which I think is so nice. Got some monkey bars out the back. And just through the archway to the right of the bed, that's actually going to be a toddler's wing. So we'll have a little toddler's bed there, and it's quite cute because that archway leads into the toddler's room, which actually has its own door as well from the corridor. So it's kind of like you could tell the kid, you're a big kid now, like you have your own bedroom, you have your own door, but still the parents have access right next to their bed to keep an eye on them. That would be really helpful, I think. Like, I don't have kids, but I feel like having a toddler room right next to you for them to kind of get used to having their own space would be really great. You might also notice I've got fake decoy wardrobes. It's just like double doors on a very small rectangular room, and I just wanted to make it look like this house had real wardrobes to make it more realistic. So we do have those. You can obviously delete those walls and place a working like wardrobe if you want to. I would recommend, if you have Parenthood, putting in the walk-in wardrobes there. That would be probably good because then it's functional and also built in. But if you don't, that's a nice thing to do just with base game. And then this is the baby change station that comes with growing together. Usually the bin can be like joined to that station, but because I only had 2 tiles of space there and I didn't want to move the door that was next to it, I put the bin in the corner. And that's all good and well. The only thing is, when it's attached to the object, the Sims will automatically put the diaper into the bin. Whereas because it's only a meter away from the change table, the Sims just throw the dirty diapers on the ground and just leave them there. So, yeah, no, you do have to go that extra mile to put it in the bin, but that's fine because you can just drag and drop it in. It's just messy Sims. It's too far for them to walk, obviously. These are the cribs. The bigger crib is for the infant life stage, and this little crib, which is technically a bassinet, that is for the newborn stage. So that's why I've got both of them in the room, so you can bring a newborn home, then you can put them in the infant crib, and then they can go to the toddler room. And another great thing is the crib and the toddler bed actually are interchangeable. So you can turn that toddler bed into a crib by upgrading it. I think your Sim needs to have level 2 handiness skill, and they can do that. And also the crib, you can add a mobile to it with an upgrade. I don't think you need any skill for that upgrade. So you can then get your infant to sleep better that way. And if the infant has, I think, some of the traits such as wiggly, they might benefit from the mobile because they might not be as calm and go to sleep as quickly. This is the kids' bedroom. I did notice a little bit of a glitch with the desk under this bunk bed. I think it might be, I don't know if it's only this desk in this bunk bed, but what happens is whatever objects you put onto the desk and whatever chair you put at the desk, when you load out of this lot and load back in again, the game will delete the chair and everything on the desk. So it's just blank. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sure they'll patch it. I've actually let them know. And I love this froggy sleeping bag. So cute. I thought it would be nice to have a sleeping bag in the room in case a friend stays over. And I'm pretty sure you can probably put that sleeping bag in the Sims inventory as well. So you can probably roll it up and put it away. Put it in the wardrobe if you want to. Actually, I'm not sure if you can do that, but that would be cool. And I also love the box rocket ship. Very cute. And then this room's just going to be a teen room. This one's really simple. I deliberately just made it pretty, well, simple because depending on what kind of teen you have live here, you really want to just change it to suit their personality. So this, I just went with soft colors, blues, and there's a desk in there. There's everything that a teen needs. It's kind of got a feeling of being a little bit more mature than, say, the kids' room, which is like super colorful, but yeah, I think it has a few posters, a nice new curtain there too. And then the young adult room, which is coming up after this, that is kind of I thought it was funny because originally I started making the young adults room as a normal young adult room. You know, it has a double bed in there, it has a nice bright wallpaper, but then I was like, you know what? A lot of young adults will move out of home and then try and move in again. So what I did was their room has been half turned into a gym by the parents because they're like, what do we do with this old room? Hey, it can be my new gym. It's kind of the storyline in every film. So I take off the wallpaper, like they're slowly removing it. They've like shoved the bed in the corner and their posters, and now they've just put gym equipment in there. So that's the young adult room, and there's also the new suitcase in there too, so it looks like the young adult has come back home to stay and they've just got their suitcase, which is kind of sad, and all this gym equipment everywhere. Okay, well, let's have a look at the final build and also where I've placed it so you guys know where to find it. I was just looking for it then. So it's just here. It's in the Hopewell Hills area on this lot. It's right next to the Michelson. So this area was blank. And the family that's living here is just a family I was using to play test the game. So don't mind that all of my family pictures are in there. It might be uploaded like that by the time I can upload this. But this is what the house looks like. Pretty, the chimney's going, love that. Even though there's not a fireplace over there, it's an aesthetic chimney. Just over there. But yeah, this is it. Is it pretty or what? I feel like it does need a big backyard if you move it to another lot. So, oh, you can see the toddler on the couch through the window. It's pretty. It is very pretty. There's barbecue out here. We've got monkey bars, some planters. Love this little bear. Very cute. This is one of my favorite items, the little fairy house here. And I actually use tiling on the balconies for a bit of a change because that's what I have at my house. And I don't like tiles outside because they're very slippery, but I am getting something to cover them with to give them more grip. Anyway, so this is where we go when we walk into the house. We've got some school bags there, lovely big mirror. It looks like it's very fresh. There's my grandpa Sim walking past. Through here's a nice little room. This is just like a hobby room. There's the new standing piano in here, very pretty with the aqua fish on it. And we've got the couch here, so a family member can watch the kid learning, and then that just goes outside. And like I said, you could turn that into a bigger lounge room if you want to. Over here, we enter the living spaces. So we've got a nice dining table. This bassinet is really handy to have in the kitchen area, and you can actually put that in your Sims inventory as well. And it's all going, it's all crazy in here. We've got nice pictures on the wall, kitchen, and of course back here we have the butler's pantry. That could be a laundry area. Oh, I thought it was more crazy in here than it is, but my toddler and my child Sim are just hanging out. Nice fire going. I like the chalk decal on the window. I thought that was really cute sized down. Yeah, it's just a very homely home. And homely is a good word in Australia. I think I always get confused with homely and what it means in, is it America? It's like derogatory. I don't know. And then we have the powder room in here. Nothing crazy. Grandpa's coming out of the main bedroom. So if you're going to have a big family in this house, this is the room you'll be using heaps, because you've got the rocking chair, you've got the main bed, you've got the bassinet, you've got the crib, you know, it's all here. Baby's on the floor. We have a baby on the floor, folks. Usually the baby's always on a mat, so that's kind of interesting. In here is the bathroom, and we've got a little sneaky potty there for toddler potty training. There's also a bath, so you can give your infant and toddlers baths if you want to. The baby is still there. And I think the baby pooed itself. And then just in here, this is the little toddler room. So I've had 2 toddlers since I built this, so now there's 2 beds in here. And they have their big kid door. And just through here, this is Gramps' room, Grandpa's room. He also has a suitcase over there if they are staying here as a temporary stay. The memorabilia box, which can be handed down generations. That's a fake wardrobe. And then in here is the bathroom. Okay, it's kind of stressing me out. The baby's on the floor. So can you put Flora here, please? It's so cute. I know I've probably started going through this in my gameplay videos by now, but it's so cute that when you get to the different milestones, they'll... What is happening? Reaching a milestone. Which milestone did you just reach? Put toe in mouth? Oh, you can stand up now. Stop it. With the mighty heat, Flora has triumphantly taken a stand for the first time. Whoa, that is so cool. They learned to stand up in their crib. I was about to say it's really cute because as they reach milestones, you'll notice in their crib they move differently. Wow, basically did a backflip. So that's very cute. That's all settled now. They just like roll around more. So up here is the upstairs area. This is where all the other kids stay, or this is where their rooms are. My toddler's got a big picture on the wall there. So in the first area, we have the main bathroom. This is just a little bit more kid-friendly. There's more bright things such as the rugs, such as the towels. We continue down the corridor. I am in my corridor phase of building. I used to never do corridors. This is the kids' room, and there used to be a desk under there, but I added another bunk bed because my toddler aged up to a child. We've got a bunk bed in there now, and also the desk kept glitching out anyway. Over here is the teen room. The decoy wardrobe over there, very simple, but you can really make it your own. And then through here is the young adults room that is slowly being or maybe quickly being transformed into a gym. Their painting's been taken down. They've only got a suitcase over there. So sad. You know, it happens. Depending on your parents, they might be like, I'm sorry, but once you're out, the room's mine again. My mum would never do that. I feel like she'd keep it the same forever. No, she probably would change it. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked this build. I'll try and upload it to the gallery. And my username is Deligracy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you also to my members for supporting this channel. If you would like to get exclusive behind the scenes videos, emotes for comments, and live chat for live streams, you can check out memberships. On a PC, it'll be underneath the video or on my channel page. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on the app yet, unless you're on Android, but hopefully they update that soon. And I'm blurry again. Yeah, thanks so much, you guys. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, bye.